Good news from Sault Marie. Sault Marie is opening the very first application window to receive applications for the Rural Community Immigration Pilot Program beginning from the 27th of April to 10th of May 2025. In a matter of days, this rural community is going to open the door for applications to start coming in for the Rural Community Pilot Program. So Sault Marie has scheduled different application windows to receive applications. The first one is going to come up April 27th and is going to close 11:59 p.m. May 10th. Then another one is going to open on the 25th of May and close by 11:59 p.m. on the 7th of June, and it runs down like that till 22nd of November 2025. That's when they will finally close applications for the year 2025. So guys, you want to get to work and make sure your application is submitted within this application windows. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the eligible occupations, the eligibility criteria, and everything you need to put together for you to take advantage of this amazing opportunity to move to Canada with your family and become permanent residents in 2025. Now let's check out the eligible occupations. So guys, before we dive right in, please, I need you to like this video, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel because we recently began a series on the Rural Community Immigration Pilot Program. So as the designated communities are coming up with information, turn on your bell notification so that you can get notified as soon as I post latest updates concerning this pilot program. So let's go to the list of the priority occupation for Sault Marie. Note that this priority occupation list is just for this rural community alone. The other 18 designated communities have their own separate priority occupation list, so it's not the same. This particular community is looking for this set of people, another community is looking for another set of occupations. So if you do not find your occupation here, please stick around with me as I take you through the priority occupation list in other rural communities. Now let's check out the priority occupation list for Sault Marie. So we have mechanical engineers, electrical and electronic engineers, drafting technologists and technicians, mechanical engineering technologists and technician, electrical and electronics engineering technologists and technicians, pharmacy technician, registered nurses and registered psychiatric nurse, licensed practical nurses, personal support worker. So caregivers, this is an opportunity for you as well. Therapists in counseling and related specialized, social and community service workers, early childhood educators and assistants, contractors and supervisors, shaping, erecting trades and related occupations, contractors and supervisors, electrical trades and telecommunications occupations, contractors and supervisors, other construction traders, installers, repairers and servers, industrial electrician, transit operators, construction millwrights and industrial mechanics, aircraft instruments, electrical and avionics mechanics, technicians and inspectors, full service supervisor. Now note, if you're in the full service sector, fast food restaurants are excluded for Sault Marie. So if you get a job offer from a fast food, it's not included in this particular pathway. Hotels and dine-in restaurants only are eligible. And we have guest service supervisor, security guard supervisor, trade helpers and laborers, production workers. Now let's go to the eligibility criteria, the application process, and the steps you need to take to partake of this amazing opportunity. So to be eligible for the Rural Community Immigration Pilot Program, you must meet all these requirements. One, you must have a valid job offer from a designated employer in the community. You must have at least 1 year, 1,560 hours of related work experience in the past 3 years. Then you must prove your language ability by taking an approved test. Then you must have a Canadian education credential or the foreign equivalent. depending on your NOC code, on your occupation. Then you must prove you have enough money. You would need a certain amount of proof of funds. Of course, it's not going to be high because you are coming on a job offer, but at least they must be able to know that you can take care of yourself before you receive your first salaries. So to support your transition and your family's transition into the community, if you're coming with your family, they don't want you to be stranded. So your recommendation will be determined based on your intent to leave. If you can tell them you are willing to stay there and work there, so then your job offer, they're also going to consider it before they can issue you the recommendation letter if it meets the eligibility criteria. If you have work experience to work in that field where you got the job offer and all of that would be put into consideration, then they are going to issue you a recommendation letter. So once you have a valid job offer from a designated employer, they will send your community recommendation application directly to the community to review. So your employer is going to do that on your behalf, and the community is going to check your job if it's, you know, in the priority sector and the offer is real. They want to see if it is genuine and you meet all requirements for the pilot. They're also going to consider if you have at least 1 year work experience in the NOC codes that are eligible. Then your job offer, you know, must not be seasonal. It must be a full-time job offer. It must be within the boundaries of the community. So it shouldn't be a volunteer work. It should be a permanent employment. You're going to need your high health, and your high health depend on your NOC code. So if you don't know how to check your NOC code, let me know in the comment section so that I'm going to share the link for you to check your NOC code. For tier 0 or 1, you need CLB 6. That's about health band 5 to 6. So tier 2 or 3, you need CLB 5, and tier 4 or 5, you need CLB 4. This is very low score in IELTS, so it's nothing to bother yourself about this. Of course, it does not make sense going to a country where you cannot communicate. So you must be able to communicate in English language, and your IELTS result must not be more than 2 years old. So for it to be relevant, because after 2 years it expires, then you need your ECA report. If you have your qualification from outside Canada, you need your ECA evaluation report. If you're having issues with evaluating your credential, let me know in the comment section so that I can make a tutorial video on how you can evaluate your credentials and all of that. So this is for those that have education in Canada. So those ones do not need evaluation. ECA, that's the evaluation of their credentials. But for education outside of Canada, if you had your education outside of Canada, your credential, your certificates, you earn it from outside Canada, you need an ECA report. That's your credential evaluation report, and it must not be more than 5 years old. So if you're having issues about that, let me know. So for doctors and pharmacists, if you want to work in one of these jobs and your credentials are from another country apart from Canada, US, you need their assessment of the governing body before you can work. This is the link to the Medical Council of Canada. So you can just click the link. You go through the process on how you can get accredited, you know, by the governing body of your profession. So that is it, guys. Now the list for the designated employers, as you can see it right here, is supposed to be published here. This is where they are going to publish the designated employers that have gotten approval to bring in foreign workers. So but for now, Salt Mare is also compiling the list of the designated employers, and they are going to roll it out anytime soon, because they are going to open the application window on the 27th. That is in 3 days time. So hopefully within the next few days they should release the list of the designated employers, so that, guys, you can jump right on those employers and start applying for the jobs they are putting up. Guys, this is the best chance for you to move to Canada. You have to be serious about this. Follow me through, and I pray that on this channel we're going to record so many success stories in 2025. Till I see you in my next video. Thank you.